Now is the Ask Coach Kathy segment. I do this a lot as a relationship coach. I answer people's questions. So this is where you write in a question and I answer it on the air, and of course it's anonymous. Here is your question for this week. My son is 12 years old and keeps forgetting to take his lunch to school. He calls me at least 3 days a week and I bring his lunch in for him. Having to get in the car and take him his lunch really interrupts my day, but I don't want him to go hungry. So what should I do? Okay. This is tough, all right? I'm a mom. I understand this. Here's your son. He's 12 years old. You're used to doing things for your son, caring for him, providing basic needs. He is 12 years old. So the thing to do is, and you're not going to like to hear this, but let him forget his lunch a couple times, okay? Let him feel what it's like to be hungry a couple times. And what's going to happen is he's going to figure it out. Now, the key here is for you to talk to him about this with sincerity and empathy rather than anger and sarcasm. So to be able to say, you know, honey, it's got to be tough to be at school and wish you had lunch, and I'm really hoping you'll pick up your lunch bag tomorrow morning. When you do it that way, your son's going to become accountable. Well, thank you so much for joining us for another show of Can You Relate? And I want to give you a heads up on some of the things that we're doing next show. Next show, we are going to find out who's really caring for the person who in your family might have a really long-term illness or who has had an accident, and what kind of relationship do you have with them. We're also going to talk to Ken Butsy again because he's going to tell us more about Roth IRAs. And, there's this new breast screening test, the HALO test, that we're going to learn about. And I'm going to tell you what to do if you have to take a trip down the aisle to get married. So we'll see you next week on Can You Relate?
Want to learn more about today's topics? Suggest segments? Add your input. You can do all of this and more at CanYouRelateTV.com. Can You Relate with Kathy Dawson is presented by CK Media Productions.